On April 7th, the New Orleans Police Department and the State Police arrested James Warwick, Roy Cross, and a 15-year-old juvenile for multiple counts of armed robbery throughout the city of New Orleans. Their crime spree started on March 27th when a 2005 gray Honda Accord was stolen from the 2000 block of Camp Street. Between March 31st and the early morning hours of April 7th, 14 armed robberies were committed by Warwick, Cross, and the known juvenile. On the early morning hours of April 7th, NOPD detectives and Louisiana State Police troopers working on this investigation together discovered the 2005 Honda Accord parked in front of a residence in the 2000 block of Feliciana Street. Working on the investigation together, the detectives obtained a search warrant for the residence. 5th District detectives, State Police, and NOPD SWAT team executed a search warrant at the residence on Feliciana Street where Warwick, Cross, and the juvenile were arrested inside of the residence. We also conducted a search of the residence where we discovered numerous cell phones that we believe were taken in the armed robbery and other electronics which we believe were taken inside the armed robbery. That was discovered inside the house, along with over $600 cash, which we believe were proceeds from the 14 different armed robberies. We also executed a search warrant on the vehicle, which we discovered a magazine for a handgun, ammunition, and other items such as wallets and identification cards, credit cards, and other items which we believe were taken in the armed robbery. I think the message to potential armed robbers out in the city of New Orleans is clear. People who commit armed robbery, the NOPD will hunt them down, will identify them, will capture them, and send them to the penitentiary. Our armed robbery solve rate has never been higher than it is now, and our armed robbery rate has reduced by over 20% so far this year, and that's on top of double-digit decreases last year and decreases the year before. So our armed robberies are certainly trending in the right direction. I would also like to add that we also obtained a confession from the individuals involved in this robbery implicating all 3 members in the armed robbery. If anybody has any further information, please call NOPD 5th District or Crime Stoppers. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have.
You're saying that all 3 individuals confessed?
We obtained a confession that implicated all 3.
How old is the juvenile?
15 years old.
Are you seeing a trend when it comes to teenagers and young people getting involved in these crimes?
So we certainly are seeing, I don't think it's anything new. It's something we've been seeing for a while now, where young individuals are getting involved in armed robbery. But like I said, our armed robbery solve rate has never been higher, and armed robberies are down over 20% so far this year. We had a double-digit decrease in armed robbery last year, and we had a 9% decrease the year before. So absolutely, armed robberies are certainly trending in the right direction in spite of these 14 cases that these individuals pulled.
But when it comes to teenagers getting involved in these crimes, what's your message to them so they can stay out of trouble, maybe get some of the help that they need and not get involved in these crimes like this? I mean, a 15-year-old, pretty young.
Absolutely. So we have a number of programs in the city of New Orleans designed to help steer young males away from the life of violence. So we would encourage everyone to get involved. If they have any questions at all about how to get young males involved in these programs, they could contact City Hall and the New Orleans Police Department. We're happy to steer them in the right direction. But on the other side of that is if they choose to be involved in these types of crimes, we are absolutely going to identify them and capture them.
You mentioned that the crime spree started on March 27th. Is that when the Honda Accord was stolen? That was a stolen vehicle?
That's correct. So Natasha, on March 27th, the Honda Accord was stolen from the 2000 block of Camp Street. Then 2 days later, the first armed robbery happened.
That was Easter Sunday, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that continued?
All the way to April 7th to when we were able to capture them.
So these 3 individuals were involved in all 14 armed robberies?
That's what we believe, yes. And there may be more, so we're still investigating that right now. And again, we would ask that if anybody has any information on these cases, to please call the NOPD 5th District or Crime Stoppers, because we're still actively investigating this string of armed robberies.
There have been 22 armed robberies like in the past week, so I know that these individuals obviously didn't commit all of the armed robberies, and the Tiger unit, I know specifically targets armed robberies. Are you guys investigating investigating those other cases, and can you talk about the Tiger unit in relation to the decrease in armed robberies over the last
We absolutely are. So the Tiger unit works hand in hand with the 5th District and when all of our district detectives. So the great thing about these cases is that, the Tiger unit gets a lot of press and has certainly done a tremendous job, but our district detectives do a tremendous job of also making these links and going after these cases. And this whole investigation originated in the 5th District. The 5th District detectives did an amazing job of being able to quickly link these cases and arrest these individuals. But our Tiger unit, working with the district detectives, has done a tremendous job. And again, even with these 14 cases, over a 20% reduction for the year, and again, double-digit decrease in 2017, and we had a 9% decrease in 2016. Our solve rate for robberies has never been higher. It's never been higher, so our team is doing an amazing job of solving these cases.
And where did these 14 incidents occur?
These 14 incidents occurred in 4 different districts. They occurred in the 2nd District, the 5th District, the 6th District, and the 8th District. And again, we're still investigating to see if there's other armed robberies that may be connected to
Does
this.
that include the robberies that happened on Rampart? I believe it was early Saturday morning.
We'll give you a list in our press release of the exact locations of all 14 that we've identified.
What was their, they would normally, I know a lot of the victims were walking or on bicycles, is that correct?
So what they would do in most cases, they would use the Honda Accord to drive in the area. They would park, they would get out on foot, and then they would then confront their victim on foot. One individual would have a weapon, they would commit the robbery, and they would get back and they would flee in the car. That's what they would do in a majority of the cases.
Are they still in jail or are they bonded out?
They're still in jail as of, I checked a little while ago.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.